These beautiful pixel art RPGs with scenic backdrops and turn-based strategy gameplay have taken over the gaming landscape, rewarding players who have long desired for a return to a classic style while having a modern touch to make for an exciting new experience. Over the past several years, we have had Octopath Traveler, Triangle Strategy, Live Alive, and now a challenger appears. A game by the name codename Wandering Sword. This isn't a new game by Square Enix, but a game built entirely by a small team of indie developers. Find out more about Wandering Sword, how you can try out the game for yourself ahead of its first half 2023 release, and why this game has the potential to stand strong amongst these other titans in this video. This is In Development, a series of videos where I bring your attention to some of the best looking indie games coming soon to a Steam near you. The story will follow in the footsteps of a young swordsman who is caught up in a feud that nearly kills him. Surviving the events sets him on a path to learning the highest form of martial arts. From then on, he will train with the greatest martial artists, channel his inner power, and craft powerful weapons and armor in his journey in becoming a hero. This will all be told in the Chinese Wuxia style of storytelling. Wuxia, which literally means martial heroes, is a genre of Chinese fiction concerning the adventures of martial artists in ancient China. And yes, I just quoted the first sentence of a Wikipedia article. The themes covered in Wuxia include the teachings and training of martial arts, romance, and it can even include fantasy elements such as magic and supernatural beings. Of course, this game will have Chinese as its primary language, but rest assured there will be an English translation upon release, with further languages being potentially explored in the future. There will be freedom of choice during your adventures, with the game having multiple endings depending on the actions you take. Besides the main story, side quests will offer some of their own unique and surprising adventures. It's implied some NPCs may have their own stories and personal growth during the course of your playthrough. Besides the Wuxia storytelling influences, Wandering Sword is inspired by some of the games I've already compared this to. Octopath Traveler has been noted as one inspiration, but the dev team noted that Wandering Sword will still have a whole different kind of gameplay. And the team is definitely a fan of Live Alive, whose release may have led to a less than productive week for the team. Wandering Sword will contain classic RPG elements such as allowing you to explore a world full of cities, dungeons, forests, and caves across some amazing looking set pieces. Along the way, you will learn new martial art forms, craft new weapons and armor, and learn to cultivate your energy through Meridian Points, which appears to be this game's take on a very cleverly depicted skill tree. The game will be a turn-based RPG, with the combat appearing to be in a similar vein to Live Alive, where you can move along the set tiled board. Align your team of up to 5 characters per battle in just the right spot and use a variety of flashy attacks to maximize damage and hit multiple targets. Do you like games where you can take your time to strategize your next move? Or do you prefer fast-paced, uninterrupting action where you have to act quickly? Well, Wandering Sword has both covered, allowing you the choice of which style you would like to play in, with options to set it to either real-time action, similar to say Chrono Trigger, or classic turn-based combat, similar to say old-school Final Fantasy. Personally, I'm Team Classic. As noted, besides the main quest, there will be an open world to freely explore and take on side quests throughout various cities and other locations. You will have an opportunity to build friendships with various characters through talking, sparring, and gifting items. Some of these characters may even join you as a recruitable character during your journey, and you'll even be able to unlock secret weapons and skills through these friendships. These characters may also develop as they train themselves in martial arts, as you can see with this child who wants to grow up to become a martial arts hero, and you can even see his locked set of skills. It'll be interesting to find out if we will get to see these unlocked as the story progresses. I'm really rooting for this kid. Is it too early to recruit him? Plus, this game will have one of the highest forms of gaming mechanics, something that could single-handedly make this game the true Square Enix killer. Fishing. 10 out of 10. As we move on to art, I know I pointed out the obvious at the start of the video that this game has a striking resemblance to these other massive releases by Square Enix in their trademarked HD 2D series of games. While Wandering Sword may not have a very unique look compared to these other recent releases, it should be praised for how well it can fit with these other titles. This is really impressive for a small indie team. The game just has a really cool style to it. I especially like the way the special attack names flash on screen, and these sketched images in the trailer are really well done. Combat animations look varied and powerful, the backdrops are picturesque, even the style and detail of the character profiles fits so well with the visuals of the rest of the game. Being able to watch how the team has made improvements to the visuals over the course of development has been a real treat. And there's still time for you to see it unfold by following the game's Twitter. I put a link in the description. Plus, look at this duck over here. I love them. And they have a cat too. What's your name? Do you know martial arts too, little guy? Best of all, you can try out a demo of this game for yourself during the upcoming Steam Next Fest, where you will be able to play through the first act of the game. You may even get a chance to try out some sweet fishing. Steam Next Fest will start on February 6th, which is likely already here by the time I upload this. As for the full game, right now a Steam release is the devs' primary focus, but they are considering possible console releases in the future. The team is even aiming to have Wandering Sword compatible with the Steam Deck on day one. While no firm release date has been given as of yet, a December 2022 blog post stated a first half 2023 release is the target. So the wait shouldn't be that much longer, right? Fingers crossed. And that covers everything I could find about Wandering Sword. Now I want to hear about what you think in the comments section below. Will you or have you checked out the demo during Steam Next Fest? I put a link to the game's Steam page in the description below. And if you made it this far into the video, whether you watched, listened, or left YouTube on autoplay while you made yourself a sandwich, I just want to say thank you for your support. If you want to see more content like this, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. I started this in-development video series recently and plan to continue covering indie games in a similar format to this one. Hey look, there's two of them right there. How neat.